good morning and welcome. Thank you for clicking on the video. Please subscribe there, please subscribe. And this video is all about, is everybody taking steroids? Now, it's complete BS. Not everybody is taking steroids. The people that are taking steroids are midget men like Dr. Mike that have no determination and they think the drug way is the only way. Now, I'm really disappointed in Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike with a PhD, everybody's talking about him. I think he's a bit of a CUNT, because why would you have a PhD and then have a very high up qualification in sports performance and then be taking gear yourself? And I think it's because he's got little man syndrome. And lots of guys that end up taking gear have got little man midget syndrome. They're either really short or they look in the mirror, they see this skinny guy when everybody sees this massive, huge hunk of muscle guy. But for some reason they can't see it themselves. And obviously this is bigorexia, this is to do with their brain and childhood stuff and childhood trauma. But then you listen to Arnold, childhood trauma, Luther childhood trauma, the Ultimate Warrior wrestler, childhood trauma, Hulk Hogan, childhood trauma. They all blame it on their childhood trauma. And then they think that it's an excuse to take anabolic steroids. And the thing that makes me laugh is some clients I've worked with, they'll go, oh, he's on steroids, you must have taken steroids, da 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 da. And it's completely wrong. And even on YouTube, there's another doctor saying that everybody's on steroids. And this is completely not true. I know many guys that train in the gym that don't take anything, that still look fairly good, and you would say to them, oh, he's got a good physique. So the first thing you need to think about, when you chat to somebody in the gym, don't say you're on steroids, because the first thing you might get is a punch in the face, because some people can take it as an insult. When somebody says to me, are you on steroids? I'm like, that's a compliment to me, because it means that I'm bigger than average. Does that make sense? So I don't take it as negativity, but then I think to myself, that person must be really ignorant and a complete and an idiot. Because if you looked at my training when I very first started at age 14, when I first started working out, and then got into training when I was 19 properly, see a picture up there, you'll see I was jacked. And I wasn't on anything. I was just training like a fucking motherfucker, using the Arnold encyclopedia coming up there and reading other bodybuilding magazines and listening to other bodybuilders. I didn't know what I know now from an exercise science point of view. Now, anybody can gain up to 18 pounds of muscle in a year. They used to say 7. I disagree with that. I think if you're taking creatine, good amount of protein, training hard, resting hard, and got a good program design, you can gain some serious muscle. But if you're training like an idiot and going down the pub every night and smoking cigarettes, don't think you're going to get any growth. Like, I see these guys and they're smoking because Arnold used to smoke. But Arnold was popping 20 Dynabolt a day and had 23-inch fucking mega pythons. Just see what I'm saying? So when you see a good physique on a man or a woman that's really toned and in shape, don't automatically think that they're taking drugs. You should try to get to know them and find out what they've been doing. They might have a secret that you don't know about. They might be taking high amounts of ginseng. Ginseng pushes testosterone up. Ginseng has got huge amounts of benefits as an adaptogen. Does that make sense? Or they might be somebody that's genetically gifted from their family tree that they gain muscle easily. Does that make sense as well? But if you see a physique that is abnormally got a huge amount of muscle, and they've got a gap in the teeth, which one boxer has just won a huge title, he has a massive gap in the teeth, that's normally a sign of steroid use. And I think most heavyweight boxers have been called out at one time or another for steroid use, but they're all doing it, so they have to do it in which to stay in that world or to keep winning, which is a real shame. But it's the state of affairs now, isn't it? If you got a headache, you go and see your doctor. You don't drink more water. You take a pill. Or if you've got like certain inflammation inside the body, you won't take a supplement for anti-inflammatory. Most people will take a drug, which is a real shame, because there's so many natural remedies out there that can help people with aches and pains and problems in their bodies. Like a really good detox, if you got knee pain, could help. I had knee pain at one time going up and down the stairs, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? But I knew I was eating too much sugar, and I got psoriasis on my elbow here, so I cut out the sugar, cleaned up my diet, the knee pain went, the psoriasis went. And lots of people end up having operations on their backs and knees, which they don't really need, because their body's just totally toxic. I was talking to my uncle a couple of weeks ago, and he's been a heavy drinker because he was in Ireland and he suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder. He stopped drinking, changed his diet, and the psoriasis on his body, he's lost a load of weight, he feels great, he's in his 70s. It's a shame that he realised in his 70s and not realised when he was out of the military. But unfortunately, in today's society, oh, you're depressed, oh, take SRIs. No, if you're depressed, take fish oils, go for a walk, exercise, go and fuck somebody, go and have a fight, and you'll feel better. And everybody that I know, and I know a few people now that are taking SRIs, and they're always fucking moody. Oh, I'm feeling down today. Oh, I don't want to talk today. Don't want to go out today. Don't want to do anything today. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're taking these drugs that are most supposed to make you feel better, and you're a moody cunt now. You're always fucking moody. Now, I don't take anything. If I get down, I go and roll around in the bushes, or I go for a swim, or I go and have a Mike Mensa workout, or I read a good book, or I watch something funny to lift myself out of the mood. Does that make sense? And remember, it only takes 30 days of repetition of you going, I'm a miserable cunt, I'm a miserable cunt, I'm a miserable cunt. Then all of a sudden that's in your mind forever, until you do the reverse of undoing the miserable cunt, in which to feel better within yourself. So I exercise to keep looking healthy and fit and strong, and I exercise for mood lift and elevation, because endorphins are released naturally in the body. Oh yeah, but I can't train. I'm too down and depressed. Well, go for a walk. Do something positive with your life. Remember, you've only got one life. You don't come back. The Queen won't come back. Hulk Hogan won't come back. And other people that have died will never come back. And if you think Jesus is going to come back and save you, think again. That ain't ever happening. If he didn't come back in the First World War, the Second World War, and the amount of people that have died, it's all a big hoax as far as I'm concerned. But let's get back to, people trying to insult you, saying you're on steroids, and YouTube is saying that everybody's on steroids. Now, when an alcoholic's an alcoholic, they only want to hang around with alcoholics. When somebody's a dope smoker, they only want to hang around with dope smokers. And somebody that's taking steroids will only want to hang around with somebody that takes steroids. Does that make sense? Because they want to be comforted. They want to feel better, that other people are willing to go, oh, don't worry, your arms are looking bigger, take some test or sust or whatever. The same with the guy in the pub had a bad day, you know, let's have a lager, let's have a short, let's have something else. Before you know it, you're fucking out of your brain and you've forgotten about the problem that you had in the first place. Which is a good thing with alcohol, but if you've got an addictive personality, it's not a good thing. So I hope you've liked this video today, a bit of a rant, and I hope you've watched my other video that's coming up there, where I was talking about Hulk Hogan, wrestling and drugs in wrestling. But unfortunately, even some medical doctors are on regular drugs. They've found that to be out there now. And it's a real shame. Why can't people tap into the naturalness of themselves? Why can't you go out in nature and see the green trees and the plants, and everything is always in abundance? So keep pumping. Let's get pumped up. And I'll chat to you again soon. Bye. Subscribe.